Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Everybody, I am so excited. I am about to unbox the brand new AK8 from Architect Knives. So let's just get right to it. I'll explain everything afterwards, but let's open this up. All right. So if you've watched my videos, you know that over the years I've done a lot of reviews on the handles for the knife connection. They have also been doing their own knives called Architect Knives. This is the brand new for 2024, just released AK8. Wow. Now that is a thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that. And so I also have some handles and the hardware ordered to put this together. Actually, the hardware comes with the handles. Let's look at that again. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So Architect Knives, the knives are actually made by Tops Knives for the knife connection. And their goal is to give you a survival / bushcraft knife at a reasonable price and something you can design yourself. So previously they had advertised their knives on the website for the knife connection, but they have now split into two sites, and I will put that in the description, architectknives.com. And what they have done is set up a whole site just for their knives. And what's really cool is when you go on their site, you get to design your knife on the computer and see all the options. So for example, you choose a blade from 3-inch up to 8-inch, and the picture will pop up on the screen. And you choose what steel you want. This is 1095 carbon steel. So they have other options. Click that. Knife shows up on the screen. Then all the handles available will show up. And so you can push green or brown or whatever colors you like, and your knife will appear on the screen with all those handles. So you can try out all the different handles right there on the screen and build your knife. And then when you are done, order her up, and it'll be sent to you just like this. Also sheaths and other hardware. I have not done anything for a sheath as of yet, but these are green canvas micarta that I chose. I like that color for being out in the woods. Let me tell you a little bit about the blade. It is a high saber grind, which is a fantastic knife for batoning and chopping and using in the woods. It has a serrated pommel and a serrated, or not serrated, I shouldn't use that, and jimping, I'm sorry, apologize for that, jimping on the pommel and jimping up here. Sorry about that, guys. And 1095 carbon steel. It has a built-in ferro rod striker right here, which I am really curious to try that out. Stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we're going to be up in the mountains. We're going to field test this thing. We're going to baton, we're going to chop, we're going to cut branches, we're going to carve, we're going to try out the ferro rod, see how that works. We're going to put this thing through its paces and see how we like it. So anyway, it's got a finger choil for choking up right here. Thumb jimping again, jimping on the pommel. Drop point, which I really like drop points. Weighs in at 11.2 ounces. So it's going to be very light and very fast in the hand, which will have both advantages and disadvantages. And we'll get to that when we get up in the mountains. The blade is coated with a clear Cerakote, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Cerakote ceramic finish, 3/16 inch thickness on the spine, 8.2 inch blade. And my understanding is they are planning to offer a 90-degree option. So you can order it with the sharpened spine as well. So I'm going to test this out as is. I've done a video for you guys touring my friend's knife shop. If this does not perform the way I'd like it, I will put a 90-degree spine right up here which should be perfect. Unconditional warranty. So today is just the unboxing, the debuting of it, brand new for 2024, right here. You can see that on the blade. It says first run. First run. Nice. And I like it. So we're going to put it together. And again, next week, please tune in next week, because we're going to be up in the woods. It is snowing, and there's snow up there. We're going to get up as high as we can in the snow, and we're going to test this out. Skeleton handle again. So when you order it, like I said, you go through, you pick out your handles, sheath, other accessory options. They're all there. Price is really, really reasonable. And that was part of their goal, is to give everybody an option for a survival bushcraft knife that they can afford. So I'm going to move you guys down. You won't be able to see my face so much, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing at least, hopefully. So I have my hardware, and I'm going to need glasses. And instructions are right here. So we will follow the instructions. Here are screws. If you happen to order these handles for an AK 5.5, it has different set of those in here. All right, we'll open this up. The wrenches and everything are here, so you don't have to worry about breaking out your own tools or buying something you may not have. And it tells us, use the 2 shorter bushings in the front and back. Then it tells us about how to thread it, and do not over tighten, you know, the usual things. But we're going to use the shorter bushings in the front and back, and the longer one in the middle. So you can see there, this is the longer one. I'm going to set it off to the side and try to do everything where you guys can see it. So there will be a place left in the back to tie on some parachute cord. And I will probably do that. All right, shorter bushings in the front and back. We'll go ahead and do the back one first. Put that in. Start one of these real lightly on this side. You guys probably won't be able to see real clear. And turn that over. Okay, so we have both started. And what I like to do, I've done this on all my knife connection handles, is I like to spin both sides simultaneously. This one I didn't have in all the way. There we go. I like to spin both sides simultaneously so that I have even amount going in on each side. So I'm just going to lightly snug that, and I've spun both sides so it's equally in. And then I will do the exact same thing on the front. Lightly start each side. Oops. Turn that. Hold that in with my finger. Lightly start this side. Okay. And then the same thing, and I guess this is just something I prefer to do so that I know that I have both sides going in the equal amount, doing both at the same time. Okay, and that's slightly snugged. Now we've got the long bushing for the middle and our last 2 screws. Get each side started again. I'm excited to try this out. This is quite a bit different than my Essies and my Beckers that I normally use. That skeleton handle and the weight of it, 11.2 ounces. That's just extremely light for a blade that size. But there, like I said, there'll be a disadvantage and there'll be advantage. And I think what I will do, guys, is we will do 2 videos. We will do one just field testing this, and then we will take it out with something similar. See the Becker BK9 and the Essie Hunglis 2. And do like a comparison between the 3. That will be really cool. So I'm going to tighten up each side. And not over tighten it, just snug each one. There we go. You guys see that? That's actually really comfortable in the hand. It's so light. It's so light. It feels hardly any difference between that and my SE6. So I can tell for delimbing, that is going to be fast in the hand. And being able to choke up like that, that's going to make it nice for carving. Really curious about that ferro rod striker, whether I'm going to like that or not, because I use the bigger ferro rod, and just eyeing that, I'm not sure that that's going to fit the bigger ferro rod. So that might be something the Knife Connection, if it doesn't, wants to change. But we'll find out next week. Like I said, today is the unboxing, debuting of this. I wanted to give you guys all of the specs, the information. Architect Knives, their site will be in the description. And again, you can build your own. This is just one color. I like the OD green and brown. There's a lot of color options. G10, canvas micarta handles. They have some new handles for some of their knives coming. You can get as small as a 3-inch all the way up to this brand new AK8. I call it survival knife. AK8 survival and bushcraft knife. That is light in the hand. I can tell one advantage, I think, one big advantage is if you are in a situation where you need to travel as light and fast as possible and want to carry a big blade, 11.2 ounces for a knife that size, that's not bad. All I can tell you right now is I like the feel, and I'm really excited. So we're going to get up in the woods. Next Wednesday, tune in. Like I said, I'm going to chop, I'm going to baton, I'm going to delimb. I'm going to try this out from the ferro rod, try it out for carving. We may even do some pounding with that pommel. See how that works. I like it, guys. I like it a lot. Check out their site. Even if you have all the knives that you need, it is so cool to go on their site and start pulling things up and build it. This is what it looks like with red. This is what it looks like with green. This is what this steel looks like with this color. It's just cool to be able to build your knife on the screen in front of you and not have to wait until you get it to see how things look all put together, but you can put it together on the screen. So Dan at Ochiko Bushcraft, again, please guys, watch next Wednesday. This Saturday will be my regular video. I'm still working on the series with the little survival kit, last ditch survival kit, but we are going to have a video coming up next Wednesday, field testing the brand new AK8 from Architect Knives. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and enjoy yourselves out there during this winter.